So these are the two people who were feeling sorry for Blue Ivy and her looks. Are you effing kidding me? My question is, where were the good black men to step in and check this brother like, nah, that's not what we're doing? Where were they? Let's jump straight into these receipts and then my commentary.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
So, as usual, before I get started, I want to send a few shouts out. One is to Red Sparrow for getting her comment pinned in my Chrissy Lampkin video. Thank you all for supporting that video. And I want to also do a special thank you to Miss T Brain, and K Journey for letting me know that they are new subscribers to my channel. You know, I always appreciate that. And I got so many new subscribers based off of the views on that video. So thank you all so much. I appreciate that. Now, let's get straight to it. You're going to hear a little bit of rustling. I have a lot of notes. I tried to not make this too much of a rambling video, but I just had so much to say because I was a little bit angry. So I'm glad that I didn't come right out of the gate and just do the video on the day that everything had me kind of upset. So I think that by now we've all seen or at least heard about the tweet that came out about Blue Ivy on New Year's Day after this picture was posted by Megan Thee Stallion featuring herself, Beyonce, and Beyonce's daughter, Blue Ivy. The picture went viral, and most of the comments that I saw that morning seemed to be about Blue Ivy's hair. People talking about how long and healthy her hair looks. And as you will recall, when she was a toddler, a lot of people on social media felt very comfortable to drag this little girl for her natural hair, calling it unkempt and nappy and other really insulting things. So, fast forward to New Year's 2020, when this photo comes out with Blue Ivy's hair no longer a draggable subject or draggable issue by the Black collective. And what do we get instead? Well, the problem now is she looks black, like with her black father's features. So let's drag this 7-year-old child for that. And who decides to bring this up? Some racist white man, right? No, it was a black man who basically has the exact same features as Blue Ivy's father, and therefore the same features as Blue Ivy. And here's his tweet. I'll put it up here on the screen. And then there's more conversation that he has about Blue Ivy and her terrible looks with a white woman. How disgusting and how self-hating can you be? Tell me, when was the last time that you saw, high or low profile, a white man sit up with a black woman and talk trash about the physical appearance of some white child? I will not wait for a response because you won't be able to give me an example of that. I already know by the time that I get my video out, the people who I love and admire on this platform will already have had their videos out. Your Layla Lynn's, your Chrissy's, your Lovely T's. And I hope that with this video, I'm giving you a fresh take. Because my question about all that we'll be talking about on this video is, where are the good black men who needed to check this brother and the other ones who tend to like coming for black women, basically for doing nothing more than minding our own business and looking black? The players in this case, Kay Austin Collins and Violet Luca, I believe is the way that her last name is pronounced. It could be Luca, but anyway. They are writers for Harper's Bazaar and Vanity Fair. And here's what they had to say. He started it off. I have a feeling the Jay-Z face jeans are about to really hit Blue Ivy, and I feel sorry for her. And she says, they haven't already? He says, you're right, but she's lucky. If it happens now, she'll definitely grow out of it. Get the ugly duckling phase done early. So apparently, at least in this man's opinion, and apparently his white female cohort, Blue Ivy is just a little old ugly duckling, y'all. And then she says that she'll either get past that phase or, quote, She'll just get plastic surgery at 16, a la Kylie Jenner, and we'll all have to pretend that she always looked that way. Now, let's sit here and talk about the irony of that response. Kylie Jenner, who looked, let's just say the way she looked, Kylie Jenner did get plastic surgery when she was a teenager, and she got plastic surgery that gave her these full features that Blue Ivy is actually born with. Kylie Jenner got features, got especially the plump lips that black women, tend to naturally have, that Blue Ivy naturally has, that she got from her father, who people often ridicule his lips by calling them soup coolers and other things. But anyway, Kylie Jenner did get plastic surgery when she was a teenager, but she actually got it to look kind of like what Blue Ivy already looks like. But for whatever reason, and we'll just pretend like we don't know, these features that Blue Ivy naturally has are ugly on her and will require her to get plastic surgery at some stage. We're talking about a 7-year-old child again, you guys. So she comes back. Sorry, I was cleaning my apartment while this blew up. Children of famous ought to be off limits, but time and again they haven't been. So I said something petty, and I've been called ugly, old, and a racist. So now, and I guess that wasn't really an apology. Here she comes. I'm gonna say that this is a double down, and she's saying that she just said something petty. She wasn't being hurtful, it was just being petty. And now, just because she said this petty little thing about a little 7-year-old, she is being called ugly and old and racist. Like, now you all are being mean to her. So here she is talking crap about a 7-year-old child and then coming out with a tweet to victimize herself in all of this. And then after K. Austin Collins got dragged, he came back with his own apology. I'll put it on the screen. And actually, what he said did have some truth in it, but I will not read it because if you all have been following me for any time, you know that one thing I hate is fake apologies. And I do believe that he only apologized because he got called out for this BS. And then we get Essence Magazine finally able to recognize Blue Ivy's hair as beautiful now that she has a quote silky blowout. I guess the Essence, a magazine for black women, although not black owned anymore, we should mention that, didn't see Blue Ivy's natural afro as much of a beauty inspiration. And I will say, black women were calling out Essence left and right for their trash ass headline, and I was happy to see it. But again, I ask, where were the good black men calling out K. Austin Collins? And I'm asking where the good black high profile men were. K. Austin Collins is somebody who's verified on Twitter. He's definitely seen as an influencer. His words have meaning. And so, where were all the black men who have a similar stature to his or who are more high profile than he, who could come out and just say, dude, that's wrong. Don't say that. Don't do that. That's what I want to know. Now, here's the Rottweiler tweet that you may have heard about. Some dusty Negro who goes by King Quasi on Twitter tweeted, quote, Ari Lennox and Teyana Taylor's ability to have dangerously high sex appeal while simultaneously looking like Rottweilers will always amaze me. What the entire fuck? So here's how Ari responded. Let me show you a clip of her video, and then I'll come back with the rest of my commentary.
One. Damn fucking Jamie Foxx and that goddamn Dreamgirls. I look like a goddamn, what's that? Terrence Howard and fucking what's that? Empire. I look like every white man from the goddamn The Notebook movie. Anyways, back on topic. I made this live because I did that on Twitter because I just want people to know I really do love myself. I love my nose. I love black features. I want us to get to a point we are we are becoming aware of the self-hate sometimes when you guys, not you guys, but when you are calling or you're referring to a black woman as a dog. Because we're not doing this. We're not doing this to um, other races or other black women who don't have a nose like this. You know what I'm saying? And please, when I start talking about noses, don't want you to think your beautiful skinny nose isn't beautiful. Don't want you to think your because some people don't think my nose is wide, that my nostrils are wide. It's life. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want, and I don't know. All I know is they love to tear down black women. They love to tear down black women with like wide features or just like just features of blackness. But I also don't want you to think that like I'm coming for your nose if you feel like it's like tiny or something. It's no disrespect. I'm just saying we have to love on our brothers and sisters. Sorry for all this sodium. We have to love on our brothers and sisters. We have to love.
And that was just part of a long rant that I really can't blame her for. But again, I ask, where were the good black men to check this broke Dusty? Where were Ari Lennox's high profile industry colleagues, who should have had her back in this moment? Do y'all remember how all those rappers checked Kodak Black when he disrespected Lauren London after Nipsey Hussle died because he was saying that he was basically wanted to get with her? And I mean, rappers were coming out of the woodwork to tell him that he was wrong. Where was even half of that energy for Ari or Teyana or Blue Ivy? That's what I want to know. And so here's some things I'd like to see going forward the next time one of our own men comes for us, basically for minding our own freaking business and having black features, just like they do themselves, just like their mothers do, and just like their sisters do. The number one thing I would like to see people do is call them out, make them feel as stupid as they are. And secondly, ladies, don't cry about it. Ari Lennox, I understand, is a young girl, and I hated to see her crying. I hated to see her being emotional because I do feel like she gave people who wanted to attack her and her nostrils, which I didn't realize that there was a hashtag Ari Lennox nostrils. I didn't realize that that was a thing, but I feel like she gave them the reaction that they wanted. Never let them see you sweat. Do not cry in public over this BS, even though I'm sure it can be hurtful. Another thing that I like to see, when you call them out, I'm asking you all to screenshot whatever they say and share it on your own platform. And I'm asking that you do that rather than retweeting them. I know you want to get the message out, and I know that sometimes it's just the knee-jerk reaction is to retweet it like, hey, look at this. But in retweeting them when they do stuff like that, you're helping them to go viral. And that clout really goes to their heads. And even this guy who made the tweet about Ari Lennox and Teyana Taylor, he got on Twitter and said, like, oh, wow, like I'm up to, whatever, however many thousand retweets. Like he was feeling himself that day. So do not retweet them. And another thing, black women, stop agreeing with this bullshit when they do this. You are not helping your own cause by agreeing with these men when they're, saying these broke, dusty comments, talking badly about the appearance of other black women. They don't see you as special when you engage in this behavior. They're glad that you're agreeing, but that doesn't get you any more dates. That doesn't make them respect you, because what I noticed was a lot of women saying, well, her nostrils are big. She need to deal with it. Some woman was like, I was called an ape every day, all the way, from first grade to fifth grade. She just needs to get over it. Like, no, sister. And, people were calling you an ape. That was not acceptable then. It's not acceptable now. Unfortunately, too many of us have become conditioned to receive this type of treatment. And we think that because, some of us think that because we think it's acceptable, that it should be acceptable for all Black women. And no, that's not the case. This year, ladies, I want to see you stand up for yourselves. And again, my question is, where were the good Black men? And I know the Black men are going to be saying, well, we didn't all agree. We didn't all say that. And if you're just not agreeing with what's going on, but you're not being vocal and standing up for Black women, then you're part of the problem. It's not enough to just be good and silent. Well, I'm a good Black guy. I'm a good guy. I never call anybody. I never said anything about anybody's nappy hair or anybody's big nostrils. So what? If you're being passive and letting it happen, you're a part of the problem too. But again, I already addressed the Black women. We've got to stop falling for it. We've got to stop accepting it as well. It sickens me even more than it does with the Black men, because I'm almost used to it at this point, and I hate to say that, but even more so than Black men, it bothers me to see Black women coming on and supporting this type of foolery directed at another Black woman. So that's the video. Sorry that it took me so long to get it out, but this is it, you guys. And if you have anything else that you want me to discuss on this channel, let me know. I won't be able to do all of the topics. I do work a full-time job, but I'm trying to make Saturday my day to get content out to you. So if there are things you see that you want me to discuss and you want my take, let me know and I will do my best to get it out to you. Thank you so much for tuning in with the Ty Said What Ty Said channel. This is 2020 and I'm not arguing with anybody who disagrees, because Ty said what Ty said. You all have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. I got so wrapped up in what I was talking about that I forgot to ask you. Please leave a comment. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Leave a comment and let me know any experience that you've had with featurism or colorism, and anything, especially ladies, tips that we can use to combat this. If you have tips to share with young ladies or grown women about what to do when we face these kinds of things, put that down in the comments section. Again, please hit me with a thumbs up. Share on all of your social media, especially your Facebook, you guys. I will never ask you for a dime, but I will ask you to share my content and subscribe so we can talk about this kind of stuff and more. And I'll see you on the next video. Have a great one, you guys. Bye-bye.